Hello guys, my name is Devish and welcome to my channel. I hope by now you would have finished your assessment. So in this tutorial we will discuss the solution to the assessment. Let's get started with the first question. So we are given a string called as string1 is equal to Python by Devish, and our problem statement is we have to extract and print the below keyword on the console. So Python, alright. So let's first write a print statement here, print Python. So let's start with the 0th index position. Let me write the string name first, string1, and so let's calculate the index 0 1 2 3 4 5. So the starting position should be 0 and the end position is we want till 5 characters, so we will write it as 6 so that it becomes 6 minus 1 5, and hopping interval is 1. It's okay even if you don't specify it. Let's run this program. Alright, so that's our first solution. Now let's do it for the other one. Print string1, and let's calculate. We have to print Devesh here, right? So let's move ahead. 5, so space is 6, 7, 8, again space 9. So D is the 10th character and I want it to go till the end. So I can write it as from 10, and if I don't specify anything it will by default go till the end. Let me run this now. So Devesh, alright. Let's take the other one, pi. I think this is pretty simple. P is the first character and P is at the 0th index being the first character. Y is at the first index. So my print statement this time will go through str string1, alright, string1, and 0 I want to go it till 2. Let me run this now. Okay, Python, Devesh and Pi, this is done. Reverse the given string. This is quite simple and straightforward. Print. Yes, I'm going to give print statement string1 and then colon minus 1. And let me run this now. This should do the job for us. Alright, and this string is now reversed. So that's the solution to our first question. Okay, let me comment out these solutions now. I don't want them to be printed again and again on the screen while we are writing the other solutions. Okay, let's take a look at the second question. Alright, we are given this string, and from this string we are given this list, x is equal to this list, and on this list we have to replace the character John. So what I have to do, I have to first calculate the index of this list, because this is a nested list which is list inside list. So let's start calculating the index of this list first. So 0, 1, and this is 2, and this is present at the third index. So if I do print of, what is the string name? I think x it is, and I'm going to say 3. Let me run this now. Okay, by doing this we get this, we are getting this list. Now let's grab the first value. Okay, 0. This should give us John now. Okay, alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this character and replace it with this string called as Sansa. Okay, once this is done, I'm going to print x again to validate the result. Let me run this now. Okay, Bran, Rickon, Rob, Sansa and Arya. Alright, the family of Starks is now complete. Okay, problem 3. Let me comment this out again. I don't want it again, so let me comment it out. From the below dictionaries, grab the string hello world. Okay, so print, let's write the name of the dictionary, and what is the key to hello world? It's key 1. So let me write it as key 1, and let me run this program now. Hello world. Okay, this does the job. Let's move on to the next one. Print dict2. Okay, and first we will take the key 1 to see what it is giving us. This will give us this dictionary, then we will go inside this dictionary. Okay, then I'm going to take key 2 out of it. Key 2, key 1 and key 2. Let's run now. What it is giving us now? Oh, there's a typo here. It should be written in small case. Let me run it now. Okay, job done. Moving on to the next question. Print. Okay, this is a nested dictionary. Let's get started. Dict 3. And then I'm going to write key 3. Okay, let's run to see what we are getting for it. Okay, now this is a list. So let's use indexing here to grab and this is the first index of this list. All right, this entire dictionary, it is the first index. So let me write the first index 0. Let's run this now. Okay, we got the key 2. Now I'm going to use key 2 to grab the value assigned to it. So I'm going to write key 2 here, key 2. Okay, let me run this. All right, now we have got this list. Let's calculate the index now. So this is present at the 0th index, and there's another list which is present at the first index. So let me make this index as 1, and let's run this. Okay, now this hello world has come, but it is inside this list. So, and the index of hello world inside this list is 0. So let me write it as 0, and let's run this. Okay, hello world. So that's the solution for this problem 3. This one was quite lengthy, but this one gave us good practice. Let's comment this out. Let's comment out the solution. Okay, tell the count of the unique characters in the below list. So we have to calculate how many characters which are present inside this list are unique. So let's use a set. So let me take a variable, say x is equal to set of y, and print length of x. So total there are 7 characters which are present inside this list, which are unique. We can also print them if we want to see. Print x. Let me run this now. So these are the 7 characters: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's move on to the next problem. Write a program to count number of vowels in a string winter is coming. All right, let me copy this string first. Before I do that, let me comment this out. This is no longer required. Okay, let's take a variable, say x is equal to, we can take a list or a tuple, anything here, and assign it to a variable a e I o u. I have taken tuple here because I know the number of vowels are going to remain same. It would have been absolutely okay even if I had taken list instead. All right, let's start writing our for loop. For alphabet in x, and then if that alphabet is also present in y, I'm going to assign one variable called as vowel counter. Vowel counter is equal to, initially this value is set to 0. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to iterate over this entire string. So in the first iteration, the alphabet will have the value w, then I, N, T, E, R, space, then I, S, and it goes till the end until this full stop. And if this alphabet matches the set of vowel, then I'm going to increase the value of vowel counter by 1. let me make this in lowercase. Okay, vowel counter plus is equal to 1, and once this entire iteration is complete, outside this for loop I'm going to print the value of vowel counter, and let's do some formatting. Total number of vowel in given string is equal to vowel counter, comma. Okay, let me run this now. Total number of vowel in given string is equal to 5. Let's calculate it. I, E, I, O, I, and total that makes to 5. Okay, so that's the solution to problem number 5. Let me comment it out because we won't need it. Write a program to count number of consonants in string winter is coming. Let's get started with problem 6. Alright, so let me take this string, Control C, and assign it to variable. Okay. Now, just like in problem 5, I have written a tuple for the vowels. I can go on here and write a tuple with all the consonants B, C, D, F, and then I'll go all the way till Z, right? But I don't want to write those 21 consonants. Rather, I would be relying more on Python to manipulate this string in a way that I can do it using least effort for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate this string. My first approach would be to get rid of this blank spaces here and this special character so that only alphabets are remaining inside it. Okay, let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do x is equal to x dot replace and then this string, that is space, and I'm going to replace space with nothing, and let me print x now. Let's run this program now. Okay, now we are done with the spaces. Now I want to remove this full stop, so that's pretty simple. I can say strip, and inside this strip I'm going to put this full stop. Rather, if I want to be more specific, I can say r strip and run this. Okay, now I'm done with full stop and spaces. So this is the string which I have now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy paste this program again here at the top. Okay, up till from this point. Let me copy it. Let's uncomment this. Okay, now this is the value of the variable x now. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count number of vowels in this string, and I'm also going to calculate the total length of this string. So suppose the total length of this string is 10 and the number of vowel is 2. That means 10 minus 2. 8 is the number of consonants. So that is my logic for this. So let's reuse this program. Okay. And let's capture the total number of vowel again. Run. Total number of vowel is 5. So what I'm going to do is total number of consonants in given string is equal to vowel counter. I'm going to say length of x and minus vowel counter. Okay, and let's run this now. So total number of consonants in given string is 9, and we can also write one more thing here, just for our understanding. It is not required length of x. Run this. So total there were 14 alphabets in this string. Out of them vowels were 5. So what I have done is I have done 14 minus 5. That gives me number of consonants. All right, let's move on to the next problem. I'll comment this out. Problem 7. Write a program to print numbers from 1 to 50 which are not divisible by 6. Okay, So let's take a range function here. For I in range, we have to print till 50, right? So I'm going to say 1 to 51, and let's print the numbers first, then we will write the logic for divisibility. Okay, let's run this. Okay, so I'm getting 1 to 50 now. So we have to exclude all the numbers which are divisible by 6 and print it, right? So before this print statement, I'm going to write one more statement, that is, if I m% with 6 does not return remainder is equal to 0, in that case that number is not divisible by 6, right? So that should be our solution, and let's run this program now. 1 2 3 4 5 6 is omitted, 12 is omitted, 18 is omitted, 24 is omitted. Yep. So this is the solution to our problem. Let's move on to the next problem. It is problem number 8. Write a program to generate list of first 10 natural numbers which are divisible by 3 without using if-else condition. So that's pretty simple. We are going to use the range function here. So I'm going to say for I in range natural number. So 0 is excluded in the natural number, so I want it to start from 1 and I want it till 10, so I will say 11 instead, and let's print it. We need a indentation here, we need a indentation here. Let's print I and run. So we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That's the problem number 8. Let's move on to the next problem. Write a program to generate square of first 5 even number using list comprehension. Okay, so let us first see how we can get even numbers, first 5 even numbers using list comprehension. Then we'll talk about the square. So print. I'm going to write this program in single line. Okay, print x for x in range of, so first 5 even number, they will begin from 2 and it will end at 10. So I will write it as from 2 to 11, and this time I'm going to specify the step size or the hopping interval as 2, and let us see whether we are getting 2 4 6 8 10 or not. So we got 2 4 6 8 10, and now all that we have to do is we have to say this as x square. So this should be in small case. We have to say x square, that is x into x. 4 16 36 64 and 100. So that's the solution to problem number 9. Let's move on to the next question. Write a program to swap keys and values of the above dictionary to get a result as this. Okay, so I'm going to say for key comma value, let's keep this variable short, k comma v in a, print k comma v. So first see what we are going to get for this key and value, and let's run this program. Okay, this is supposed to be a dot items, I missed it. Let me run this. Okay, so k is 1 and v is one string 1. In the second iteration, k is numeric 2 and v is string 2. So we are getting what we expected. So let's take an empty dictionary, say b is equal to blank here, and in this I'm going to make value as the key, so b, and then I'm going to say value, and that value is k. And once the 3 iterations are complete, I'm going to print this dictionary, and let us see whether our job is done. 1 1 2 2 3 3. So that's the solution to problem number 10. If you have any questions on the logics that I have used to write a solution to this assessment, feel free to post it on the comment section and we can have a discussion. Thanks for watching this video, and in the next lecture we will start our discussion on Python functions.